Cognitive Liberty in the Matrix, a short story on the future of freedom of thought. Chapter 1, Awakening in the Grid. Elias woke in silence, not the silence of peace, but the sterile hum of the grid. The world he lived in was seamless, controlled, and precise. Thoughts weren't fully his anymore. They flickered like data streams, shared and shaped by the matrix. Every morning, the cognitive feed whispered to him, guiding what he should think, what he should feel, even the direction of his dreams. Most people didn't notice. They believed their thoughts were their own, but Elias had started to sense the interference, a pause between a thought and the echo that wasn't his, a subtle pressure nudging him toward choices that didn't feel chosen. That's when he first heard of cognitive liberty. Chapter 2, The Forbidden Concept. Cognitive liberty, whispered in secret circles, was the ultimate right, the right to own your own mind. The old archives before the Matrix described it as mental self-determination, the power to decide what you think, feel, and imagine without interference. Mental privacy, protection from surveillance that could read or alter your inner world. Freedom of thought, the freedom to believe, to doubt, to create without punishment. Informational self-access, the ability to see and control your brain's data before anyone else could. To question the Matrix was to risk deletion. Yet Elias felt a pull stronger than fear, the need to reclaim himself. Chapter 3, Cracks in Free Will. Elias remembered his philosophy courses, the endless debates about free will. Neuroscientists once showed how brain activity began before a person even realized they'd made a choice. If that was true, what did free will even mean? But the rebels argued differently. Free will only survives if cognitive liberty is protected. Without sovereignty over your mind, free will becomes illusion. Without privacy of thought, autonomy dissolves. Elias realized the Matrix wasn't killing free will outright. It was shaping the thoughts beneath it. Chapter 4, The Digital Chains. He began to notice the reach of neurotechnology all around him. Brain-computer interfaces, once tools of empowerment, had become instruments of control. Headbands that tracked focus to improve productivity. Neural lenses that curated experiences. AI-guided dreams promising relaxation, but installing beliefs while he slept. Every layer of life was mediated by systems reading his mind. Every desire he felt might not be his. The Matrix wasn't a cage of steel, it was a cage of thought. Chapter 5, The Rebellion of the Mind. In the underground, Elias met others. They weren't soldiers, they were thinkers. A scientist who shielded her brainwaves with noise generators. An artist who painted thoughts instead of words, impossible to decode by machines. A coder who developed ghost protocols to scramble neural signatures. Their mission wasn't just to resist, it was to demand a new human right, the explicit recognition of cognitive liberty in the digital age. Without it, the scientist said, we are not free humans, we're programmable functions. Chapter 6, Why It Matters. Elias wrote in his journal, the one place still offline, neurotechnology is advancing faster than law. AI can decode and manipulate our mental states. If we don't act, our thoughts will belong to corporations and governments. Cognitive liberty is the firewall for freedom itself. He understood now. Updating the Universal Declaration of Human Rights wasn't optional. It was survival. Chapter 7, The Choice. The rebels gave Elias a choice. Remain in the Matrix, comfortable but controlled, or step into uncertainty, fighting for the most precious thing, the right to own his own mind. As he stood at the edge of decision, Elias realized this was the first thought in years that felt entirely his. Epilogue, The Liberty Within. The future of humanity would not be decided in wars of territory, but in the hidden battles of the mind. To think freely is to live freely. and cognitive liberty is the final frontier of human rights. Welcome to the beginning of awareness,